What's up, everybody out there in the world? Let's talk about it because I want people to get a clear understanding of what's going on. Shouts out to everybody that joined the Patreon. Shouts out to all the people in the world right now who are watching this. Much love for you guys coming over. If you're new here, this is your first time and someone shared the video to you, welcome. Hopefully you like it, you subscribe, and you can hit the notification bell and follow the timeline and get caught up on all the things you've missed. Now, what I like to say, and say rather proudly, is that people have made a change. The people have made a change. And because the people have made this change, everything is revolving around those changes. And it's got everybody scared. People are shook. Y'all can't see it, so many of you can't witness it. Do you think for an instance that it was a great idea for LeBron James to make those statements he did? Why do you think they changed their mind? Why do you think Shannon Sharp is now changing his mind? Why do you think everybody's kind of walking it back? See, when you make people and you change the perception, everybody has to go along with what the perception is now. See, that's what they want to project to you. They want you to see that and accept that as your reality. They don't want you to comprehend or ever fathom that you can make it at this level. Let me be more frank and try to explain it with more detail than I just did. Listen, the world is changing. But no matter what it changed, the truth lies and holds a lot of power. And now you see Shannon Sharp, LeBron James, and all these other Kyrie Irving haters are now changing their whole shirt. They changing their shirt. That's like flipping jerseys in the middle of a game. Now they like, oh well, we gotta turn it around because yeah, this punishment thing, yeah, we ain't with that. We still the same thing, but it's the punishment thing we got a problem with. I think that's too far now. Now they going too far. Now they going too far. It wasn't too far when they kept trying to make an example of somebody and blew up a situation and made more profit for the movie that they claim that they hate. But they want to go after the man who had nothing to do with the movie whatsoever. But the people who actually did make the movie, they okay with. And you saying going too far? I don't think you guys have went far enough. Y'all have spent the past 3 weeks or however long it's been bashing this man, running this man down into the ground. And for what? Hmm? For what? At the end of the day, what's it gonna get you? Look, I can tell you like this. LeBron James know he made a mistake. But even in his hubris response, he wanted to double down. And what he say on the double down? We got to help him learn. Talking about Kyrie, help him learn. Help him learn is what he said. You gonna help Kyrie Irving learn? How about you? What have we learned from you? What do you know? Mostly the people that tell somebody they gotta learn about something means they want you to follow. They want you to learn to be a follower and assume the position. I'm sorry, I apologize. Somebody text me. Family member. But yeah, if you look at the total scenario and you look at the total picture, it starts to make sense to you. You start to see that there's a whole different perspective on the playing field. Now, we're going to get into Adam Silver Slipper. Now we finna start getting into it. They didn't like Kyrie Irving coming in with the walking stick. Don't film him coming in with a walking stick. They didn't like the fact that he was praying in the middle on the floor before the game. He's praying. He's saying a prayer. What's wrong with that? He got sage. He goes around in the whole court trying to get rid of bad energy. He lives and practices what he speaks. I don't need a side talker like LeBron James coming in here trying to tell people what's what, and he the one all confused. We gotta help him. We gotta help him learn. Help him learn? What do you gotta learn? How to be a puppet like you? He good. Now let's get to some more information. Now, the email I went over, it had detailed some of the conversations and that went on, stating that during the meeting, Adam Silver had with Kyrie Irving, it was a much different energy than what we got from the text message that he put out and leaked out to the press. This was a more humble Adam Silver. Adam Silver was very humbled, very much understanding to Kyrie Irving's words that he said. Clearly understood what was happening. What was discussed was that the Nets' requirement for him to go back to the Nets, Adam Silver told him, don't even worry about that. We're going to work that out. So Kyrie was told by Adam Silver, it was not to be repeated. This conversation was an A and B conversation, not to be repeated. But I'm repeating it to you now. So I don't know who broke ranks, but I can tell you right now, it didn't come from Kyrie's side. So Adam Silver went in there talking with other people. Rest assured, they were going to work it out. Talk to such and such. It's a certain name. It's blanked out. And they are going to have more dialogue. They're going to come up with a reasonable solution to this issue where everyone can hear each other and be able to learn and move forward. And the NBA is going to take a different stance and different look at these situations before people start reacting. So, it's basically saying, like, look, I'm not blaming you for the actual link itself. Once you've explained it, it's fine. What we were upset about is the confusion it's going to cause. And then the more press conferences you did, the more people were confused. That's why they were upset, is because you did not just come out and blatantly say, to get to the point and be blunt. And that's what Adam Silver's like, you did it, but in a cold kind of way, like maybe he did, maybe he didn't. So it's like you're not basically saying, look, I denounce anti-Semitism. He wanted that to be clear and concise so that even a child can understand it. That was Adam Silver's distaste for it. And he just thought, like, my God, you're being so defiant for no reason. So that was his take in the whole situation, as far as like having a dog in the fight, in case people wanted to know. Now, this is supposed to be an A-B conversation, but I can tell you that this email that I got, this person is not connected with Kyrie Irving. This person is more connected would definitely be more connected with Adam Silver and people over there. Now, this is because conversations was had. So when they said it was productive, it's because Kyrie Irving was never a problem with anyone. He didn't despise people. He didn't hate people. This is who he is as a person. Why is anybody in the free world trying to create a problem with someone that don't have a problem with them? See, that's what we do in this society. Unfortunately, the majority of the people in the world are left to be the burden bearers of every problem in the world. If something else go wrong, they want black people's opinions. And we responsible because some black guy did something 16,000 years ago somewhere. They want to take it out on us. See? Can't trust them. Everybody like, well, damn, what did we do? Well, people just text me back right there and there. Yeah. Now Shannon Sharp want to change his whole shirt, but let me tell you why all this is changing. Let me tell you why Adam Silver is changing his whole shirt, and LeBron James is changing his own shirt, and Shannon Sharp, and now everybody is echoing the same thing. Oh, the punishment is too severe. The punishment is too severe. And why do you think they echoing that now? Oh, Kyrie got to play, so they can make it look like LeBron fought for Kyrie to come back to play, so people can get back and like LeBron. Sorry. What they're mad about is people were boycotting the NBA. Yeah. People were sitting down. People wasn't watching the games. You see, there's a lot of people that was pissed off about the Kyrie situation. I blame the New Jersey Nets, well, the Brooklyn Nets now. So I was like, I'm taking it out on them. The NBA didn't suspend him. They did. So I want them to be fully responsible because a lot of stuff just go to the NBA, and I don't think that's fair to the other teams who had nothing to do with this situation whatsoever. So I don't want to punish them, but the Brooklyn Nets, stick it to them. I want them to be stuck with it. So now people are saying, "Oh, he's gonna get released." No, then they lose everything. So they're gonna want to trade him. And I even heard that Adam Silver said, are there any teams you would want to go to this season? Like we can help this, but we want everything quiet. We don't want. And Kyrie's like, I don't say anything. I'm the quiet one normally. Everyone keeps asking me about this. Y'all control the media. Why do y'all keep making y'all media ask me these questions when you know you control the media? Bingo! The NBA tells the media if there's something they don't want them to ask, it is not asked, bruh. It isn't asked. It isn't thought about. It isn't pursued. It isn't brought to the table. It ain't like, well, we're going to subtly ask. Nope. They don't ask it at all. Most of the questions that you hear, a majority of them are set up. They have one guy that's there to promote whatever propaganda piece, and his job is to ask that one question and they'll call on them and try to act like they're just hearing the question for the first time when they've already preempted this question, like what you heard with the takeoff question. Like, oh, I noticed tonight you're dressed like the takeoff. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I wanted to wear this. That person who was interviewing him didn't know about that. It was brought to his attention. Like, yes, LeBron is doing this. Yeah, he's gonna call you. Then you bring up the question about takeoff and all that. So it wasn't like he's gonna come out and initially tell everybody. So he has to be asked about it. Then that's the smooth way they try to, get over on people, man. I tell you, this thing here is a joke. It's all a show. And instead of talking about basketball, we're talking about the controversy because that's where we are in this world. Sick, ain't it? It's real sick the way things operate. Well, let me tell you like this. People would do what they're allowed to do. You know what I mean? Like, people would do what they're pretty much allowed to do. And if you take that away from them, then you're probably taking something to them that they hold dear to their heart and it's gold to them. Feel me? Now, as for me, as for me, I see the world a little differently. I say to myself, what would I like out of the world? Like, what would I like to see for this world? I would like to see better foods, better health care, better education, and all of these things here. And we don't have that, and no one is trying to get us these things. So we have to do it ourselves. Now, you look at the NBA, when they got all this NBA cares, all these things that they do for the community, and all of these things. Well, what communities? Because I don't see NBA cares in the hood. I don't see NBA cares doing anything over there. What families are they helping? Because have y'all seen an NBA cares anywhere? I haven't seen one. I've been in Chicago and they need a lot of NBA cares. Hmm? I ain't really seen too many of those. So once again, we are put in an assimilation. We're put in a situation where we're supposed to follow suit and soldier up. Well, I have always been against that behavior. I find that type of behavior to be offensive, be very offensive. Now, there are a lot of people in the world that believe that they're special. Oh, they're special. They got special privileges. Look at LeBron and his special privilege. He's so special. What is so special about him? What has LeBron James done that makes him more special than any other player in the NBA? He promoted the game. No, you marketed him. You could have made anybody into LeBron James. He's your product child. And because of that, everyone else has been made to suffer. I got a question for people. Why do you think Adam Silver, who's the commissioner of the NBA and who works for all these teams, why do you think LeBron James is not champion every year in the NBA? It's because people don't like him. He is not liked. He begs for too much. He cries. He whines. He wants. He wants. He wants. He deserves. It's all about him. And he became arrogant and scoffed it at the people that put him in the power to begin with. Yeah, you know, I know. So that's why people feel the way they feel. They feel that way because they feel that's the only way to be. There's no other way to be but the way we are. Now, me, I beg to differ. I always felt this was a special time in the world. This was a time where people who were reasonable could make sense with one another and be accepted. But we don't live in that culture no more. LeBron James has caused so much division within his own organization, within every team he's ever played for because of his arrogance. Adam Silver is trying to maintain the illusion that the NBA is the greatest show on earth. They have failed. All of them has failed tremendously. And because they have failed tremendously, these problems have consistently gotten worse. Each and every time. Worse and worse. It never improves. Well, where I see it is kind of simple. If people don't like something, they should probably change it. Right? I think that's fair. If you see something that don't look right, maybe you should try to change it instead of complaining about it. People complain more than they try to help. They'll talk about the problem, but no one wants to talk about a solution. How convenient. The same thing people cry about and whine about will be the same thing that doom it. Nobody wants to be helped anymore. They want to be taken care of and coddled like a child. That's what they want. They want to be coddled. They want them to be swaddled, or whatever they call that when they wrap the thing around their body. Well, that's where people are right now, you know? The pain in the world has blinded society, has blinded the world. Everybody's an expert. I'm not an expert. I just give you my thoughts and my opinions because people ask me. LeBron James got a problem with in-house right now. He got a player in Anthony Davis who's already inquiring about what teams really want him and who's available. That's where his mind is right now. His mind ain't on the game. His mind ain't where it needs to be. His mind is on, how do I get out of here? That's where his mind is. His mind is already gone. LeBron is trying to salvage the season already. We're like, what, 2 weeks into the season? And he's already in, I got to salvage it mode. He going full save Wakanda mode. And who's doing anything about it? Nobody. But I told you, that boycott worked. Everybody got scared. They got scared. And it's funny to me. After everyone got afraid, they got so scared, nobody made a move. Nobody made a move. Why didn't anyone make a move? They got so scared that nobody made a move. It's very interesting. Mighty noble of them. But nobody made a move. See how they work? Now, Shannon Sharp used to be the one that stood up for everything. He would jump up and tell you in a heartbeat, no, 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 Skip, 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 Skip. Come on, Skip. And would correct. He spoke up for the brothers. He spoke out when Kaepernick and all this stuff was going on. No, 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 no. That's that bulljive. Now, I can't let him get away with that, Skip. No. And then they came with that bag. Oh, they came with a bag. See, Shannon Sharp don't want to admit, because many of y'all just think Shannon Sharp just came when she got on Undisputed. That's the first time y'all really seen Shannon Sharp on the media form. Shannon was great when he was on doing the sports with the Fox on CBS. And he was great on the show. And nobody had any problems with Shannon Sharp. He was a blast to work with. Nothing but fun. And what have you. They brought over a whole different situation. Shannon Sharp was accused of groping a woman on an elevator. She was on an elevator with Shannon Sharp, and she said he groped her while on an elevator. Shannon Sharp said, I never touched this woman. I don't know what this woman's talking about. And the woman just so happened to be Jewish. I'm not saying that means anything, but if it does to you, that's just more information on it. Shannon Sharp lost his job at CBS. Lost his job. They told him they were not bringing his contract back. Even after he fought it and was proven innocent of all the charges. His career was done. And what Shannon couldn't believe was the why. Why did they do this to me? To this day, Shannon Sharp is paranoid and will jump off an elevator if any woman comes on the elevator that he don't know. He jumping off the elevator. That's how much in fear they got him. Now what else they got? They got 17 other people begging for a story. He saw all his friends. He saw all these people that looked up to him. They were talking crazy about Shannon behind his back. Yep. They were talking loud and talking crazy about Shannon. The same people that sat with him every day. And Shannon was, how could they think I would do something like that? But that's what they thought. That is what they thought. Oh, that's Shannon. I mean, that's Kwame Brown. I'm finna say that's Shannon Sharp hitting me up. That's Kwame hitting me up. I'm finna talk to him in a second. But yeah, but ain't that the same thing that happened with Kyrie Irving? And here you are just calling the man an idiot and doing all that. That's the same thing you was talking about with old Bradshaw. Hmm? Old Jimmy Johnson and all them that said, man, they just kept their distance. They kept their distance from you. Nobody fought for you, Shannon. You a big, strong black guy. Of course you could have did it. The brothers believed you right away. They was like, man, Shannon ain't did nothing like that. But the people you went running to, they ain't believe you. Sister didn't do you like that. But then you still go running over there to them, don't you? Old Blondie did you in. You left the sister to go over the Blondie. And Blondie now, they did you dirty. So at the end of the day, you gonna have to ask yourself some questions in the mirror. And you're gonna have to look at yourself and ask them questions in the mirror and ask yourself, damn, did I do the right things? Did I make the right steps? They just don't know. Now, let's get to the real situation, the real steps here. Okay? Kyrie Irving practices what he preaches. He's not some false prophet. You keep telling him he got to learn. Have you sat down with Kyrie Irving to see what he actually know? Have you had a conversation with this man to know what he thinks about situations? You have done nothing. Nothing of the sort. My thing is, you have the power. All of y'all have the power. They're afraid of y'all more than you are afraid of them. They fear all of you because if y'all watch the games and y'all said we ain't gonna watch these games no more, that's not right what they doing to Kyrie. And everybody like, man, to Kyrie come back, we cutting them off. And people are doing it. That changes the dynamic. And people are doing that out there. And because they're doing it out there, change is happening. Now you hearing tone different. Now everybody, well, I ain't say he should be out and couldn't play no games. I think that's a little too far what they saying and all that he got to do to get back on the team and all that. No, call out Sean Marks. That's who said it. That's the person who made these stipulations. That's the person who talking about what he got to do to get back on the team. They need to be giving you stipulations, what you need to do to keep your job. How about that? You go meet with the rabbi. So you are just personifying and echoing all of the problems that they were talking about when they were making these things up. So I just wanted to be clear on the history of this dialogue. So I want to say thank you for everybody who hit the like button, liked the video, subscribed to the page, did everything. I blessings to all of y'all, man. I really appreciate that y'all come and show support. Everybody who hit up my Cash App, I want to say thank you to y'all because y'all did a lot for me by doing that. Math has definitely come through every time. Mathis Walker, much love to you. Easy, Carl Rowe, Sean, Richard Harper, Kenneth Aston, Brandon Sample, Winston Burton, Glampin Jules, Lex even came through. Can you believe that? Shawana, even the Dwight Howard person came through. That was shocking. Mike came through. Terrell Bay, Anthony Forte, Landon, Serena. I think I said Shawana already. Muhammad, John, Bonnie, Lede, Lee Evans, uh, Doe Eyes had donated before. Robert Dodd, Malcolm Smith, and so many more, man. Thank you all. God bless all of you. Appreciate the love and support. And I'm out.